cute.
All those other little girls that make songs, they're bad, but it's like bad in kind of a cunt way. I'm sorry, I feel like this is no different. Like, lyrically, it's one of the worst things that's ever happened. But like, look at Katy Perry's California Girls. Or Dixie D'Amelio, Happy. I just wanna be happy.
But like the girls are not even trying to hide their transphobia. They're like, I saw this video that's like, Dylan, the person that's been cosplaying as a man, and everyone's like, oh wait,
yeah. Also,
reel it back a little. That's kind of crazy.
Not too much. So, also, cosplaying as a man, Dylan literally is a woman,
so that's kind of the craziest thing I've ever heard. But everyone's freaking out just because she's trans, and everyone needs to.
I think everyone should be allowed to make bad music. And as a consumer of bad music, I think it's fun.
I can't wait for you to release good music because you're like a really good singer.
But also like how jarring, because like Dylan also released like, you know, I just was asking if you saw it, but like that video where Dylan was like, oh, like fuck, like okay, you guys don't like it, that's fine, but like I'm really embarrassed because I literally thought you would. That's horrific. Like imagine thinking, oh shit.
But it's just like a silly song. Like people are taking it so seriously. She's like, I literally just wanted to do this fun little project.
No, literally, yeah. She's not about to like do what you two did and put like the music on your phone. It's just
even if she did, guess what? She's allowed to.
Okay.
So
and I know that's right.
Anyways, that was heavy on our minds, but welcome back.
Yo. Okay, honestly,
obsessed with doing this with you. So glad we're doing this. So
okay,
fun.
So to keep the tradition of fighting when recording alive,
okay, I'm
gonna bring something up on cam.
Oh shit, what's up?
Okay, so one time you guys, Kate ripped me a new fucking pussy because I slept. I was taking a nap.
I did that to you today!
No. Okay, because literally, okay, so I was taking a nap and my naps go long. And so I overslept to go to Trader Joe's. And then I woke up like 30 or 40 minutes late and I was like, oh shit, sorry. And then you were sitting on your bed like a disappointed parent. And I like peeked my head in and you go, yeah, so when I'm doing a favor for someone, I don't like to be kept waiting, Kay? And I was like, oh.
That's actually what happened.
I know, and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ on a cross. Yeah. And all of his friends, oh my god. But then we made up like literally 10 seconds after. Yeah. But then today it was actually giving LOL because then I started getting irritated with you.
I knew, and I was gonna bring it up, but I was like, okay, she didn't bring anything up, so I won't, but I did the same thing. I was like, let's record at 11, and then I get home, and I was like hungry, so I wanted to eat. But I thought it was giving like, it was the same thing you thought. I thought it was giving lackadaisical day. Because I didn't think you had to leave until like 5. So I was like, oh yeah, we're just like chilling, blah, blah, blah.
And I didn't know you were eating, and I thought you were just downstairs having a gag, and then I was just up here getting irate.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
But guess what? I released it in like 10 seconds.
But like, honestly, I was gonna bring it up, but you didn't bring it up, so I was like, okay, maybe I shouldn't bring it up. Because she gets mad that I bring it up.
No, and you wanna know what? I'm the worst at bringing stuff up.
And you know what? You just did it now, which I'm glad you did.
And I'm literally not even mad at all, but just in that moment, when I thought that what I was thinking was true was happening, that was when I was like, well, what's the tea?
No, that's literally on me, and I didn't assess the scene well enough, and I'm sorry about that.
Well, at the end of the day, you're literally perfect, so you can literally be mad. Yo.
Okay, so today, Harper and I really want to talk about the worst dates we've been on. They're my favorite stories. Harper has this one story she's never told on her podcast. Tea Time 420. Get into it. 42069.
LOL.
And
I like I'm just sitting here and I'm not doing anything. I'm just like,
like if you could tell me the story as a bedtime story every night, I would. I love hearing the story. Not because I like to see my girl in pain. It's just it's like out of a movie. Like it's literally out of a movie. So. Can you just take it away for us?
Okay, honestly, I can and I will. Truly, and just trigger warning ugly. Okay, so not like the people in it, but just the experience was mad ugly. Okay, so in August, I was kind of recently getting over a breakup, and so I was kind of like putting myself out there in, one could say, maybe wild ways. Now, I go to this this club of sorts, this like dance bar with our friend Chef Sarah, and we are fucking on one. I think I had just gotten a tattoo that day. I was feeling like, I think it was like my first tattoo I got. I was just feeling crazy. So we go out to this bar, get lit. I end up making out with this guy. Don't even worry about that.
Screaming.
But his friend gives me his number and was like, hey, and I was like, I'm literally making out with your friend. He's like, doesn't matter. I would love to take you out sometime. I think you're so fun. Buys Sarah and I drinks, leaves. I continue making out with his friend, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Where's the self-respect?
I don't know. But then also, where's mine? Because that's actually crazy.
No, everything you did was good.
Okay, because actually it always is.
You've never done anything wrong.
Okay, that's dangerous, but good. But so then we, so then like a few days later, and then like I have a few FaceTimes with his friend, and then like after the alcohol wore off, I was like, the vibes are missing in action, babes. So, and we actually even hung out too, and then it was still bad. Anyway, doodly doo.
He was obsessed with you. Like, she's downplaying it, and I don't know why she's trying to be all humble right now, but he was like calling her every day being like, please let me take you out, I'll drain my bank account for you. She was like, actually, can you get the hell away from me, because that's crazy. Because what bank account? Because he literally said he had $10.
No, I know.
So where's he gonna drain it?
No, because actually I was like, okay, keep the pennies, keep the dimes, and I'm going to literally scuttle away.
With your friend.
No, oh my god, but actually, okay, so then his friend, and okay, so the dude that I was initially like fucking with, he's like really fucking tall, and then his friend is really fucking short. So I was like, okay, we love...
And I was gagged for that.
We love the duality of that. And so anyway, so I agree to go out with this guy. And over text, he's kind of giving like hot king.
Riz, why does that always happen?
Okay. And now here's the tea. If I actually had self-respect, I would be going out with women, but I have intimacy issues, and so right now we're just gonna go back into where I'm going. Anyway,
do you find it easier to date men? I feel like it's not easier.
For me, it is because I just don't care.
Oh, okay. But you don't have as much fun, right?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Great. And you could say that breakup with my ex-girlfriend has rattled me in ways that we're still finding the depths of, but another story for another time. So
human experience.
I know, honey. Get into it. So the guy picks me up. I don't even remember his name, which is actually crazy.
I don't either. John?
No. Damien?
Daryl? It was a D, right?
D.
Could have mattered less.
Honestly. Whoa! Okay, so, you guys. He picks me up, strike number one. He picks me up in a lifted, huge truck. And
okay,
I was like,
I'm into that. But I'm kind of straight. Okay, you're mad at me again.
We're fighting again! No, because you guys, Kate is LGBT and like, it's...
Oh my god. It sounds like I'm like homophobic when you say it like that.
Where's the lie, sweaty? But here's what it is, here's what it isn't. I could tell that there was something amiss because there's that stereotype of like, little guys driving big cars. I'm sorry, sweet girl, but that's very much what this was.
Napoleon.
So get in the car and he immediately, the energy's off. And I was like, oh.
And you met him when you were drunk.
So I was hot. So I was on my way to getting drunk. Like I was like at the place and like alcohol's being had. This is like, back in August. So like alcohol's being had, but like nothing too egregious at this point. Okay. As the night continued, that's when the wheels kind of went off the hinges, but that's neither here nor there. Right. So this fellow, he in the car, we're not even on the way to the date yet, but like.
He doesn't open the car door for you?
No, I think he did. He did. This guy did. The other one didn't. This guy did. And we get in the car, and he had kind of like a weird... His energy was kind of like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, get in. Whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. So don't really know what's going on there, but I do hate that. So then on the way there, he's talking about his job. He's talking about every single guy friend he's ever had in his life. And...
Doesn't ask you one question.
Oh, well, why would he?
Right. No.
Of course.
Because, like, you aren't... Yeah.
No. I'm there to listen, baby. So it's like a live podcast, and I'm the producer, and I'm just there to listen. So,
right.
So I was like, okay. So he's like, oh, yeah, my buddy Frankie used to live over here. Oh, man, Scabbers used to live... Okay, Scabbers. What the fuck? That's like some Harry Potter shit. But I was like, okay, whatever. But so he's, like, saying these bizarre-ass names, and I'm just like, okay. And then I'm like, so, like, what do you do for work? And then, because he just wouldn't shut the fuck up about his friends. And I was like, should I be fucking them? Like, I don't understand.
Dude,
and so
guys are in love with their friends.
No, it's kind of like something is off there. But so then he was like, oh, I used to work with a bunch of chicks. I fucking hated it. And I was like,
no.
He's like, all they did was yap. Like, I don't give a fuck. He's like, but now I work with trains and I fucking love it. And it's all dudes and it's fucking sick. It's sick. And he's driving with one hand on the wheel and he's like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sick.
Wait, he sounds so straight.
Like that. And then he puts on this song. It's like, Age of Consent by New Order, and I go, oh, I love this song, and he goes, I fucking hate it, and then hits the radio, and I was like, oh. And at first I thought he was kidding, because I was like, that's
like this has to be a bit.
Yeah, I was like, surely that's very serious, and he was, and so that was kind of egregious in a sinister way. Then we get there, and don't worry, we got there 45 hours early, and we keep going up. It's not, the table's not ready. It's like one of like the best restaurants in LA. And I was really excited to go. And also his vibe over time, like I liked his confidence, and I was like, okay,
yeah. And I was hyping it up so much. I was like, yes, go on this dinner date. Like, put yourself out there.
Yeah. Oh my God. And then we get there, and then he tells me that he hates Portland because it's too gay. And I was like, finally something we can agree on. No. Right. But then I was like, okay, like I don't really understand what's happening. Yeah. And then again, we keep checking the table. It's not ready.
Oh my God.
He was like, at one point he goes, oh, we go into this other place to get a drink. And because at this, I wasn't planning on drinking, but then when
you have to.
Even if I was in a 12-step for it,
I would have relapsed.
Babe, I'm sorry. I think anyone would have.
Yeah.
Or just ran away because it was so harrowing. And love and light to him, because clearly this man was going through something, because this was, just wait, because it was giving psychotic break. Okay, so we go into this other place to get a drink, and he was like, okay, what to talk about, next conversation topic. And then I was trying to be funny, so I was like, let's talk politics or something, and I wasn't being serious. He goes, no, we're not doing that. I can already tell who you voted for, and listen, sweetie, we voted for 2 different people, I'll tell you that.
Oh,
and I was like,
my God. And this is before the dinner even happened.
Bitch, it's before
That's the worst part.
dinner.
That's the worst part. When you like show up to a date and like the fact that you had to drive there with him, I don't like everything about that is probably the worst thing.
And if you know LA, you know the Arts District is so hard to get a fucking Uber. Not so hard, but like you can't just get one lickety split in the Arts District. It takes a fucking minute to get
lickety split.
Yeah. More on that. Yeah. So it was really fucking frustrating. So then I go, okay, so now I'm out with a Trumper. And again, every cell in my body was screaming like, leave, leave, leave. But I was like,
but we can't, like, I can't leave a bad date. I don't know, I can't do it.
I understand why girls get murdered on dates, because I would rather get murdered than be rude on a date.
Literally. Why is it like, oh my God, one time I went to a bathroom, like the bathroom 4 times during a bad date, because I kept trying to hype myself up to leave and I just couldn't. I was in the bathroom, I was like, just leave.
Wait, is this the King of Miami guy?
Yep, don't worry. Absolutely. Anyways, go on.
Kate has to tell you about that. Why am I acting like you're not here? You have to literally fucking tell them about that, because that's crazy. But yeah, so then anyways, we finally get to the restaurant. I feel like there's so much more that happened, but it's just more awkward encounters, you guys. It's just fucked. And so then, when we're sitting down, he starts, oh my God. He starts showing me, he takes out his phone and he starts scrolling through the conversation with his mom. And he's like, yeah, this fucking bitch is always asking me for money. Look at this. Look at this. And I was like, oh
my God.
And he's like, order whatever you want, because I got money. I'm paying for it. And I was like,
what did he say about fat girls?
Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, y'all. So he was like, yeah, order whatever you want, eat as much as you want, but not too much, because you have a nice figure and I hate fat chicks. And I was like, I don't think you like women. No. I don't think you do. I'm like,
motherfucking all.
No, I was like, I think you are a homosexual man, and not even the fun kind.
I don't even know if he's homosexual. I think he's just horrible.
Some closeted guys actually are fun, but like this was not fun at all. I was like, okay. I dated a closeted guy when I first went to LA, and it was still kind of bad, but it was still more fun to be around. But
the best date I've ever had was with a closeted man.
More on that. Okay. Doesn't always work out, but no, it was very egregious. At one point, the server, he goes to the bathroom. I think he goes to the bathroom like 3 times, and I was like, maybe he's hyping himself up, like, come on. And so I was like, okay. So I'm just sitting there, and am I eating some of the best food I've ever had in my life? Yes.
Doesn't matter. You could be in literally Greece on the top of a temple of Poseidon eating fucking spanakopita. If you're with someone horrible, it's horrible. You would just want to leave. You just want to be at a fucking Arby's.
It's giving personal experience.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yo. Okay, but literally, y'all, it was so fucked. And like the server comes up to me and she's like, "Girl, are you okay?" And I was like, I'm gonna be honest. I'm just on a really bad date and this is really embarrassing and like I don't know what to do. And she's like, "Just leave. She's like, I'll literally cover for you." She's like, "Go." And I was like,
so crazy.
I know. And then even still, when she's giving me, as you would say, the alley-oop, I couldn't. I couldn't do it.
It's too fucking awkward.
I felt like I was glued to the seat. Yeah. I felt like I was in a horror movie.
Well, part of it too is like I get scared of leaving dates because I'm scared that like he's gonna get really mad and murder me.
Well, because like maybe we shouldn't have people pick us up from here. Because I was like,
yeah, no.
And he kind of was giving anger issues, and I was like, well,
oh yeah, for sure.
Then, oh my God. Okay, so. And then there were these fish. So it's like a really nice restaurant. So they have like the food like on display and all this. And like, and then he starts talking. Oh my God. I'm scared to even say it. He starts talking in like an accent to one of the people working at the restaurant. He's like, I can't.
Oh no. What kind of accent?
What fish is this? I'm like too embarrassed to do it. I can't do it. Like,
oh my God, he tried to talk in an accent. That would have dried me the fuck
It's
up.
like he was trying to speak the language, but then he couldn't, so then he was doing...
Oh!
It was...
My God. He was trying to be so cultured for you.
No, I know. And he wasn't even white, so I was like, I don't understand like what you're doing, but...
What was he?
I'm not kidding. I think it's a trauma response, but I have like blocked this out. Like, I don't fucking
even,
remember.
Like, he could walk by you, you wouldn't even know.
Honey, no. But I would know that car. Jesus.
Oh my God, how
so he pays, and I'm like, okay. And then eat some delicious food. Oh, and then he was like, when they offer dessert, I was like, oh no, I'm good. He's like, you sure? You can eat half. And I was like, no, I'm...
Oh my God. You're like,
that's fucked up, but no, I'm good. And it actually like just hit me in the head with a hammer at this point.
No,
then, so then like we leave. Oh, he was asking me if I've ever been to Japan. And he goes, hey, have you ever traveled? And I go, yeah. He's like, cool, I've been to Japan. You ever been? And I was like, no. And he goes, yeah, I've been. And then just starts showing me picture. And I was like, oh.
He literally wanted to show you pictures of Japan so bad.
No, I was like, I think you want to fuck Japan. But I don't really know what's going on.
A lot of people do.
And honestly, like that's valid. But so then we leave. And then he was like, I know this really beautiful lookout we can go to. And by now it's late as fuck at night. And I was like, honey, no, I think I had to record tea time in the morning too. So I was like, what the hell? So I go, no. Like, let's just call the night and we can just continue the night at another time.
Right.
And he was like, okay. And then he kept looking over at me. He's like, you're so special.
When a man fucking talks at you literally, for like an hour.
And doing that thing where he's like cursing me like, fuck, God, shit. So beautiful. And I was like, oh my what God. Is happening? Because like now I feel like you're lying. And so then we pull it outside. No, this is crazy of me. This is like pick me of me. Where I was like, it was obviously the worst date in my fucking life, but I was like, you know what? I guess I should kiss him because I don't know what I feel awkward. So I was like, I guess I'll just do it. So then I was kind of like, okay. And he's like, yeah, so... Oh, wait, okay, I can't put makeup on for this because I have to reenact it. But he goes, yeah, so... And then he leans his seat back. He leans it all... He goes, oh, I'm so sorry. I feel like I was so weird on this date. And I don't really know what the fuck was going on with me. And I know it was really weird. And I know it was really bad. And I'm really sorry. And I would love to see you again. But oh my God, like, this was not a good representation of how I actually am. And then looks at me. And he's like... like this. And then I was like...
Why does that make me like him?
But I was like, honestly, if you would have like shown me that you were a weird little freak like this,
right?
Honestly, I would have liked you so much more. Because I was like,
you're like, unfortunately, you blew it.
Yeah,
and
unfortunately,
I will never be talking to you again.
No, unfortunately, I can't ever talk to you again. And then that's the sad part. So then he started like hitting me up, being like, hey, like, can we hang? Hey. And then I was like, ooh.
And then we made a skit.
And then he messaged me about it.
Reenacting your date.
No, that was actually, if you really think about it, that was really mean.
I've literally done that more than once. Okay, we're using our life to create art.
The tea of it all is we'll wait not even 24 hours.
It was literally 12 hours.
And we'll use exact things that these people say to us. And we're like, ah! And then when they go, hey, what the fuck? I go, you what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? No.
Like, that's crazy.
We're actually mean in that regard.
Yeah, low key.
And he did have a
But it's
freak
not
out.
like we like tagged him and said it was him.
No, because I had to block him. But.
Right. But you would have if you didn't.
And that's so fucked. But yeah, you guys, so it was, honestly, I feel like I'm leaving out so much, but he just was, you know when the energy is just putrid and it feels like pulling teeth trying to make a conversation work?
Yep. Oh my God. It's like, literally, I don't go on dates for that unless I'm like 100% sure that like I'm gonna like you. I will not go on the date.
No, there's no point.
I just don't have it in me. I used to be able to do that and just like go on dates, be like, oh well, let's see if I vibe with this person. No, I'm not fucking doing that.
It's just not worth it at this point.
It takes so much energy that I just don't have, and I'm like, what am I actually getting out of this?
I feel like dating used to be really fun, but then I started realizing how I used to date. I would legit have a glass of wine and sometimes a shot and a glass of wine before I would go out on these dates.
Of course.
And I'm like, dating is so much fucking fun. I'm like, oh, I'm blackout 3 times a week.
Yeah, no, exactly. And it's like, if that's how you're making a connection with someone, then it's not gonna last.
No, it really isn't, because then I start sobering up and I'm like,
oh, I hate this person.
I'm like, wait a minute, you suck.
Yeah.
Can you tell the King of Miami story?
Yeah, I'm stuck. What? I'm stuck between that and like another horrible date story.
Oh my God, well tell me.
Okay, because I feel like I've already told King of Miami. He was just like a horrible name dropper, and I went to the bathroom 4 times, almost crying because it was so bad.
Aww.
So I was like in New York, and this guy stopped me on the street. He was like, "You single?" Don't know why I said yes, and I was like, "Yeah."
Because sometimes you think.
Yeah.
Sorry to step on your teeth, but
please.
like sometimes you really think like, oh my God, like I don't know if I'm like a romantic dumbass, and so then I'll be like, this is kind of a cute way to meet someone, even if like their energy's off. I'm like, but it makes for a cute story,
right? And
then I'll follow through, and I'm like, oh hey,
no, that's actually the least cute thing that's literally ever happened. But
yeah,
I was like kind of flustered that day because I was late to something, so I gave him my number. We meet up. He tells me that he's 36, and I'm looking at him on the date, and I'm like, this isn't giving 36.
Is it getting dead?
And I was like, hey, are you actually 36? He was like, I'm 45.
Oh!
I'm 45. And I said,
not
why'd
36.
You lie about that? And I'm like already sitting at the fucking table with him, and he was like, I just like didn't think you'd like go out with me if I was 45. I was like, yeah, I wouldn't have.
Did you say that?
Yes. I was like, yeah, no, I wouldn't have. And he's like, oh, I ate a meatloaf before this, so I'm not hungry. First of all, ew, why would you say meatloaf? But he's like, order whatever you want. So I order the seafood tower because I'm like, okay, fuck
good, Kate.
So I'm eating it, and he was like, okay, hungry girl. And I was like, okay. And it was just like,
not.
I was like, yeah. So,
hungry girl.
Hungry girl is brazy. Anyways, is literally bonkers. Anyway, so he's telling me how I am like, no, he was like, I've dated these women and their parents are politicians and celebrities. I've seen so many powerful people you wouldn't even begin to understand. And I was like,
Kate.
And then I was like, cool. Like, I don't remember asking what cool. And then he was like being so disgusting. And he was like, I know where there's this like private bathroom. You want to go in there and fuck? And I was like, no, I actually like, there's nothing I want to do less than that. And I'm like eating the seafood tower, and we're like the only ones in the restaurant. It's this big ass restaurant. It was at the Fulton in New York.
Okay.
If you've been there, it's so nice. It's so pretty. But like, again, since I was with horrible company, I wanted to leave. And we were just like sitting there, and I was like, oh my God, like I actually don't know how to escape this. And he like kept trying to like get me to like go somewhere with him to hook up with him. And I was like, you're not even cute. And then he works at a private equity firm, and he was like, yeah, these finance women, they always try to hook up with me, and I just send them off to someone else. I would never hook up with a woman that's working in finance. They're just so shrill and masculine. I'm like, first of all, they would never hook up with you. So let's
literally
clear that up.
You would have to beg, and even then
you would have to drug them. So that's crazy. And then he's like trying to get me to go back to his apartment, and it was just like, he was so touchy and so creepy. And like,
Ew.
It was just the fact that, first of all, you're 45. You lied. and just like wouldn't stop talking about how
he's like an OG predator.
Yeah. So, you know. And then he like...
So how hard did you guys...
Right. And so he like kept texting me after and I wasn't answering. He was like, what, are you mad at me? And then I just eventually blocked him.
No, because you have to.
That was the last time I ever went on a date with a finance man. I can't do it anymore. Listen, everyone's obsessed with them. They're just so boring. I'm sorry. I'm literally sorry.
Boring and creepy.
Yeah. I mean, not all of them, but...
Most. My friend went out with one in Santa Monica, and he was into shit play.
No.
Yes.
Bitch, they're all into weird shit.
I
didn't even know there were finance men in LA.
I mean, if they were actually successful, they'd be in New York, but yeah, there's some little ones. That was actually crazy I just said that, but have you ever had FaceTime sex with a girl or just with a guy?
Just with a man. What about you?
Just with a girl.
No. Okay, you need to be with women.
Oh,
and only with women.
Oh.
But I feel like when you're doing it with a girl, you both bust.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not what happens when you do it with a guy. In the least.
Whoa.
And anyone says that it is a liar!
Well, I also feel like part of the reason, too, it was hot because, like, this is someone, like, I met abroad when I was traveling, and so...
Oh, yeah, that is hot.
So,
Who initiated it?
Oh my Yo! Okay, I can't.
Lord.
So haunted.
Yeah, honestly, it really is. And that's kind of just the truth of it all.
Period.
Okay, she's silent again.
This is kind of the gag.
Yeah.
Well, I need you to cut it because I need to tell you some gossip if I'm listening.